Hello again. No sooner has Tommy Robinson been allowed back on Twitter than he seems likely to be removed from it again by being sent to prison. After he was sued for libel in 2021 following allegations about a Syrian refugee, substantial damages were awarded against him. He declared himself bankrupt as he did not have the £600,000 to pay these damages. The judge in the case, Mr. Justice Nicklin, imposed an injunction on Robinson, preventing him from repeating the allegations after the case. Doing so would be contempt of court and render him liable to 2 years' imprisonment. Unfortunately, Tommy Robinson cooperated in the making of a film about this business called Silenced, in which, it is suggested, he did indeed repeat the allegations, apparently in breach of the injunction. This film has been released by a company on the other side of the Atlantic called Mice Media. I hasten to add that I do not know if this is true, but it is certainly what the Attorney General's office is now claiming in a letter to Robinson. The idea now is to bring him to court and send him to prison for contempt, and he has until next Tuesday, November the 14th, to file a defence with the court. I find it an odd coincidence that all this should erupt just a few days after he was allowed back on Twitter. I have no idea at all if Tommy Robinson has done anything wrong. I am only quoting what he has told people. 2 points do strike me, though. The first is that he is fundraising for his defence, and I always view such things a little askance. Who can forget Alex Belfield and his fundraising efforts? The second is that I grew up in East London, first Bethnal Green and then later Ilford. It was always my observation as a youth that when a man assures you that he is not lying and is telling you the complete and unvarnished truth, then that is usually a sure sign that he is not. The more vehement the protestations of honesty, the less likely the person is to be telling the truth. I used to hear men say things such as, "I swear on my kids' lives," or "This is God's honest truth I'm telling you." As a rule, one need not embellish truth with such oaths. Robinson says in a recent communication regarding all this, "I am not exaggerating the seriousness of the situation. Everything I have said is the honest truth." Perhaps I'm being unduly cynical, but I interpret that to mean that he is both exaggerating the situation and not telling the honest truth. I'm quite prepared to be proved wrong about this, though. We shall have to see what happens when he appears in court.